This is the minimal peaking program phase 1. One day is upper body and one day is lower body. So you're going to do the upper body day twice per week and you're going to do the lower body day once per week. I'm going to go through each of the exercises here. I'm going to go through technique videos in a lot more detail for each specific exercise today, a general overview of the program, and I'm even going to give some suggestions for what weights to be using. You'll be able to manage one lower and two upper in seasons like all of my clients are, like so many of the footballers I trained on the pitch, because even when I was manager and coach of the teams, not all the guys trained in season, no matter how many times I recommended that they get gym work done in season. Some guys just don't do it in season. Plenty of them played just fine. But obviously, if you're interested in getting the absolute best out of yourself, I do recommend in-season weight training throughout the most important weeks of the year, through in between the most important games of the year. So on lower body first, which most of you guys will be getting in on your Sunday if your game's on Saturday, so the day after, as a kind of recovery session. That's what I do with all my clients. It might sound new to you, but with all of my clients for years and years, I've been recommending that they get their lower body session in the day after the game or the day after the hard Tuesday night training session. But those hard Tuesday night training sessions probably won't be too intense for most of the next 10 weeks. So ATG split squats supersetted with Nordics, just 3 sets of 8 to 10 on the ATG split squats, 3 sets of 6 to 8. Most of you guys will be elevating the front foot on the split squat, and if you could do maybe body weight, just 10 reps each side the first set, then the second set do 10 kg in each hand, and then the third set 15 kg or 20 kg each hand. That would be excellent for the split squats. Going to keep you very strong and flexible, going to keep the muscle mass and strength in your legs. Nordics, I don't like to go higher than 6 to 8 reps on the Nordics because the quality goes down. So focus on making those 6 to 8 reps really challenging. Nordics is very up to you, your mindset, how hard you work. So you can work really, really hard on the last set and just kind of ease into it. Make sure you feel your hamstrings working on the first couple of sets. The second superset on the lower body day is absolutely amazing for flexibility and strength in the legs. Remember, this program I give to all Gaelic footballers that I train in the first month. No heavy lifting, just range of motion stuff, lighter weights, really, really big focus on opening up the hips. So many of them cannot believe how fast their hips open up, how fast they feel so much better in the lower body. If you have a lot of strength in your legs but you're very, very tight, it's like running with skinny jeans. This program will sort that out, this lower body program. It's very simple, you don't need much equipment. Just focus on full range of motion, really open up your hip flexors, your hips and your calves and ankles in general. The second superset is particularly very, very good at that. Goblet squat, supersetted with single leg hip thrust. So elevate the heels on the goblet squat, go for 12 to 15 reps. The idea that you should only do low reps in season is absolutely daft. It's completely stupid. But I'll go through that in another day. You won't be able to use much weight because the range of motion is so big. You won't be able to use much weight because it's 12 to 15 reps. So really focus. If you had a 20 kg dumbbell or two 20 kg dumbbells, if you have the two 15 kg dumbbells, you can go between 20, 30 and 40 kg there for 12 to 15 reps. So then on the single leg hip thrust, a surprisingly difficult exercise, very, very challenging, really works the glutes very hard. You'll have your glutes cramping in a way that you've never felt before, even though it's just a body weight exercise. I don't get my clients to use weight on this one. I think when they use weight on it, they tend to feel it less in their glutes, not more, and it interferes with technique too much. So 3 sets of 12 to 15 supersetted with the goblet squat, really focusing on that peak contraction on the glute, on the hip thrust, and that really, really deep squat. And then finally, a tricep to finish. So you have the calf raise, tibialis raise, and the horse stance. Calf raise and tibialis raise don't really need too much explanation, but I would recommend that you do them barefoot, so in your socks or barefoot, or you do them with Converse or Vans, a flat, hard shoe. If you use a cushioned shoe, the range of motion is usually too small to feel anything or have any great stimulus in your calves and ankles. And with that, we have just 2 sets of the horse stance. So you want to go as wide as possible. The beautiful thing about the horse stance and the long lunge is they're amazing stretches. But even if you're very, very tight, you're very, very beginner, you can just stand, keep your legs closer together. So even if you're a complete beginner to flexibility, very tight, bad mobility, just don't stand far enough apart. And that intensity can grow then over time as you stretch your legs further apart and open up your hips and your groins more and more. So if you could do 15 minutes for the first superset, 15 minutes for the second superset, and 10 minutes for the third tricep, because there's only 2 sets, that is only 40 minutes for your leg day. And you could even get it done faster than that. If you did 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, that's 35 minutes. So you can fly through this lower body day, 5-minute warm up, a stretch or two at the end. Easily inside the hour, you could be in and out in 30, 40 minutes if you really went after it. And that takes us to the upper body day. You can usually train upper body very hard in season. And if you're doing it regularly enough, you won't be a bit sore. You'll be used to doing all these exercises. You can do it the day before a game. A lot of people are calling these primer sessions and all that these days. I don't like using terms like that. Just fucking lift weights. Just lift weights with good technique. Don't be using fancy terms or explanations. Trust me, I can talk about hormones and endocrinology and biology and all the nutritional science. I can do it. I can talk at a really advanced level. I've talked to some of the world's experts in all those things in biomechanics, world-class powerlifters. I'm not just brief conversations. I'm on about hundreds of hours with these people. So I can talk at a complex level. It's fucking pointless. You don't need to talk at a complex level. So when you do upper body sessions, just focus. Don't be even calling it a primer. Just do a normal fucking upper body session. So the upper body session, A1 and A2, the first superset, 3 sets of the kneeling 1-arm shoulder press. Brilliant flexibility and strength exercise all in one there. Supersetted with chin-ups, 3 sets, 8 to 10. Chin-ups, big problem with people doing Gaelic footballers doing chin-ups is they're just not doing enough reps. 3 sets of 4 to 6 of shy technique is useless, completely useless. So make sure you're getting 30 reps per session. So 5 sets of 6, 3 sets of 10 is both 30 reps. Make sure you get those 30 reps in. Weight it if you're strong enough. If you're not strong enough, you're doing the eccentrics. Depends on each client, how strong they are. I make that up with each individual client. Then the second superset, the parallel push-ups and the banded rows. Again, super for flexibility and posture. Those first 2 supersets. For the push-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 12. Really big range of motion, keep the hips up high. And for the banded rows, excellent exercise. You really attract your lats there, get your lats working very hard. I use that with even some advanced clients and I even use it myself sometimes. Prefer the cable row, but very few Gaelic footballers train in gyms where they have cable machines. So parallel push-ups, 3 sets of 10 to 12. First superset, 10-15 minutes. Second superset, let's say 15 minutes for the 2 of them, that's 30 minutes. And then you have 10 minutes for the 2 sets of giant set there at the end. So you have 4 upper body exercises. This is the way I train myself for years and years with upper body. I'll do the main compounds, either alone on a push day and a pull day, or together in an upper body day, and then I'll do a collection of more isolation / mobility / accessory lifts then in a giant set or a tricep. So banded face pulls, excellent exercise. Seated lat raise, getting a bit of volume there for the shoulders. Banded tricep extensions and seated hammer curls. So we have the arms and the shoulders all grouped together there, 2 sets. I would do 1 relatively easy set here and then 1 set to complete failure on all of those. If you're not able to handle going to failure on a set of fucking bicep curls or lat raises and recover from it just fine, then your nutrition and your sleep is diabolical, because it should be absolutely no trouble. Again, I'm doing this stuff for years. Don't debate me in the comments whether it works or not. Go and try it out for yourself. I'm telling you now, I have a lot of Gaelic footballers at the minute and this is exactly what they're doing. So technically, this is phase 1. You can do this for the next 10 weeks. You don't need to change it. You know, you change your program most of the time out of boredom rather than you need to change it because you can't make any more progress or squeeze any more progressive overload out of it. So each 3 weeks or 4 weeks, maybe even 5 weeks, you can change this program depending on when you get a little bit bored, you want to focus on different exercises. But the next exercises that we focus on, they're just going to be different variations of the same exercises. So they're very similar. The basics are the basics, the main compounds are the main compounds. They're different variations of the main compounds, but they're the same exercises and they're excellent and you should be doing them year round. Small differences from in-season to off-season, but this is a brilliant one to be doing in season, even around the most important games of the year. Let's go.